If you've been paying attention to social media, you're likely a bit concerned about what's going on August 2nd in Kansas. If you're from Kansas, you've probably seen signs in people's yards and wondered what vote yes and vote no really mean. And if you're like most people, reading a bunch of articles and visiting a ton of sites about it is a little too time consuming. If that's you, then sit back and enjoy this video designed to get you up to speed to make an informed decision on August 2nd. Let's start with the amendment itself. On August 2nd, your ballot will look like this. The full text is a bit confusing, which is intentional, and it's supposed to make you believe that you're voting for something you're not. They add in the language about government funding to get your support, but don't buy it. Government funding of abortion in Kansas has already been outlawed by KSA 656733. The language also suggests that the legislature is not currently able to pass laws regarding abortion or that it's not currently regulated. This is false. The Kansas legislature is able to regulate abortion, and there are currently many restrictions and regulations on abortion in Kansas. So what does your vote mean? A vote for the Value Them Both Amendment would change our Constitution and state that there is no right to an abortion in Kansas with absolutely zero exceptions for rape, incest, or to save the life of the pregnant person. A vote against the Value Them Both Amendment would leave the Constitution as it is and continue to allow for regulation of abortion in Kansas by the state legislature. Now let's talk about this Value Them Both campaign. The Value Them Both campaign reported over $1.2 million in contributions before 2022. The Catholic Church has been highly visible in its support of the amendment. The Kansas Catholic Conference is listed as a coordinator with the Value Them Both coalition. The Kansas City and Kansas Archdiocese has also been vocal and has donated $500,000 to their effort. So much for separation of church and state, right? So what's the Value Them Both campaign saying? To start, you can just check out their page. This section says that in 2019, the Kansas Supreme Court made every abortion law unconstitutional, and that this amendment is meant to restore our ability to place basic regulations on abortion. But this is false. Abortions have continued to be regulated in Kansas since the 2019 ruling, and legislators are currently able to regulate abortions. Then it says that the amendment stops painful, late-term abortions and protects other limits on abortion. Again, false. Abortions are currently outlawed in Kansas after 22 weeks, except in cases of severely compromised physical health. Under what kind of protections are at stake? They say that parental notification is at stake. This is also false. Minors already must receive the consent of their parents in order to receive an abortion in Kansas. It also states that informed consent is at risk. However, current law requires that a patient receive state-directed counseling that includes information designed to discourage them from having an abortion, and then wait 24 hours before the procedure is provided. Lastly, their page says that this amendment does not change any current laws regarding abortion in Kansas, especially in cases regarding rape or other difficult circumstances. So basically, they say that the amendment does nothing, and they acknowledge that current laws allow for abortions in cases of rape and similar circumstances. Are you starting to get it? All of the things that the Value Them Both campaign is saying they are fighting for are already laws in the state of Kansas. Abortion is already regulated. Tax dollars do not go towards abortion. This amendment would open the door for a full ban on abortion in Kansas, with zero exceptions for anything. You don't believe me? Currently, there sits a bill in the Kansas House that completely bans abortions and makes it a level 1 person felony to perform an abortion. If you vote yes on this amendment, you would be opening the door to a total abortion ban. So how do you vote? If you are registered to vote, no matter what political party you are registered under, or even if you aren't registered under a political party at all, you can vote on this amendment. You can head to the polls on August 2nd and vote against the amendment to our Constitution. Or you can request an advance ballot by July 27th and vote from the comfort of your own home. You can see your polling place or request an advance ballot by going to kansasvotes.org. Please, don't be fooled. Spread the word and vote against the amendment on August 2nd. Learn more at votenokansas.org.